Hello, and welcome to the Love Navigator and our video segment, Tuesdays with Mr. Romance RX. I am Cupid's Brain Trust, an imaginary love guru here to help solve all your love problems and debunk all the myths and beliefs about love and relationships. On our show, we'll explore the ups and downs of relationships and offer practical advice on how to navigate the world of love. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Today, we'll be discussing a topic that is important for everyone who is in a relationship: dealing with a difficult partner. Every relationship has its challenges, but dealing with a difficult partner can be especially challenging. So, let's explore the top 4 things to remember when dealing with a difficult partner at any age. Number 1. Open communication. When it comes to dealing with a difficult partner, there is nothing more important than communication. Therefore, it is essential to be open and honest about your feelings and concerns. Bottling things up will only lead to more frustration and resentment, and it will ultimately harm your relationship. But know that communication can be hard, especially when emotions are running high. It's important to find the right balance between expressing yourself in a clear and assertive manner without being aggressive or passive-aggressive. This can take practice and patience, but it's worth it in the end. Remember that communication is a two-way street. It's not just about expressing yourself. It's also about being willing to listen to your partner's perspective and taking their feelings into account. Even if you don't agree with their point of view, it's important to show them that you respect their opinion and are willing to hear them out. In short, if you want to navigate a difficult relationship, you need to prioritize communication. Don't be afraid to speak your truth, but also be willing to listen to your partner's side of the story. With patience and an open mind, you can work together to find a way forward that works for both of you. Number 2. Setting up boundaries. Dealing with a difficult partner can be draining, both emotionally and mentally. That's why setting boundaries is crucial to protecting yourself and your well-being. You deserve to be treated with respect and kindness, and it's important to communicate that to your partner. Setting boundaries means knowing what you're willing to tolerate and what you're not. It can be helpful to take some time to reflect on what behaviors or situations are unacceptable to you. Once you have a clear idea of your boundaries, it's important to communicate them to your partner respectfully and assertively. It's normal to feel anxious or uncomfortable when setting boundaries, but remember that it's for your own good. You are not being selfish or unreasonable by asking for what you need. In fact, setting boundaries can actually improve your relationship by creating a more healthy and respectful dynamic. Of course, it's important to be realistic about your boundaries. You can't control your partner's behavior, and they may not always respect your boundaries. In those situations, it's up to you to enforce those boundaries and take care of yourself. In summary, setting boundaries is an act of self-care. You deserve to be treated with respect and kindness, and it's important to communicate that to your partner. By setting clear boundaries and enforcing them, you can create a healthier and more fulfilling relationship. Number 3. Prioritizing self-care. It can be easy to neglect your own needs when you're caught up in the chaos of a relationship. But remember that your well-being is just as important as your partner's. You deserve to be happy and healthy, and taking care of yourself is the first step towards achieving that. Self-care can take many forms. It might mean taking some time for yourself to relax, exercise, or pursue hobbies that bring you joy. It might mean seeking support from friends or family members who can offer a listening ear or a shoulder to cry on. Whatever self-care looks like for you, make sure you prioritize it. Don't let the demands of the relationship consume you. Make time for the things that make you happy and help you feel refreshed and rejuvenated. It's also important to recognize when you need professional help. Therapy or counseling can be incredibly helpful for navigating difficult relationships and can provide you with the tools and support you need to take care of yourself. In summary, taking care of yourself is essential when dealing with a difficult partner. Don't neglect your own needs, and make time for self-care activities that bring you joy and help you feel refreshed. Seek support from friends and family members, and don't hesitate to reach out for professional help if you need it. Remember, you deserve to be happy and healthy. Number 4. Being realistic. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that if you just try harder, your partner will change. But the reality is that change is not always possible, especially if your partner is not willing to put in the effort. You deserve to be in a healthy and fulfilling relationship. And sometimes that means letting go of a difficult partner. Of course, this is easier said than done. It's normal to feel a range of emotions when considering ending a relationship. You may feel sadness, grief, anger, or even relief. But remember that letting go of a difficult partner is an act of self-care. You deserve to be happy and fulfilled, and if your current relationship is not bringing you that, it's okay to let it go. It's also important to recognize that letting go of a relationship does not mean failure. It takes strength and courage to recognize when something is not working, and make the decision to move on. In summary, being realistic is important when dealing with a difficult partner. It's important to recognize when change is not possible, and when it's time to let go of the relationship. Remember that letting go is an act of self-care and does not mean failure. You deserve to be in a healthy and fulfilling relationship, and it's okay to take the steps necessary to achieve that. Dealing with a difficult partner can be incredibly challenging and emotionally taxing. However, research has shown that effective communication and setting clear boundaries can lead to happier and more satisfying relationships. Taking care of yourself, such as maintaining a healthy lifestyle and having a support network, is crucial for coping with the stress that comes with a difficult relationship. Being realistic about the situation is also essential, and recognizing when a relationship has become harmful can be a necessary step in considering leaving it. Studies have shown that people who leave toxic relationships experience significant improvements in their well-being and mental health. It's important to remember that these are general trends, and may not apply to everyone's situation. Still, it's crucial to prioritize your mental and physical health, and ensure that your partner doesn't manipulate you. It's never easy to leave a relationship, especially when you care about the other person. However, leaving a toxic relationship can be the best decision for your well-being and happiness. Remember that emotion regulation is a skill that can help you manage and respond effectively to emotional experiences. However, we will talk more about emotion regulation in the upcoming videos. In conclusion, navigating a difficult relationship can be challenging. But communication, setting boundaries, taking care of yourself, and being realistic about the situation can help you handle it better. Don't be afraid to seek help or consider ending a toxic relationship if it's affecting your well-being. As Mr. Romance RX, my advice is to always remember that you deserve to be in a healthy, happy, and fulfilling relationship. If you're in a relationship with a difficult partner, and you've tried to make things work but it's still not getting better, it may be time to let go. And that concludes today's episode of Tuesdays with Mr. Romance RX. Thank you for joining me, Cupid's Brain Trust, on the Love Navigator. I hope you found today's episode helpful. And if you have any other love-related questions, please feel free to comment. Be sure to tune in next Tuesday for more advice. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification to never miss an episode of our show. Until then, stay navigated with us, and let's navigate the world of love together.